Hey, what's going on, everybody? So today I have a deck profile of buddy of mine Joe's top 8 deck profile. Top 8. What is it? Blue-Red White Aggro with a splash of black.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue
and white.
So I guess we'll just call it Blue-Red Aggro for the sake of keeping it short. But got top 8 at a was it an IQ in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
A Starseed IQ. This is the mat that he got. If you can kind of see it, the little goblin. But it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get into it. We got 4 Monastery Swiftspears. I'll show one up so the camera can see. Solid 1-drop. 3 Fiery Impulse. Nice little 1-drop kill spell / burn spell, whatever. 4 Titan Strengths. Just try to show one copy of each to the camera. 2 Wild Slash. Nice little shock with a bonus effect. 2 Expedite. 1-drop little cantrip, lets us draw a card and gives a creature haste. So I do want to ask, how good was that for you?
It was mainly for the cantrip. Sometimes it got one good spotlight of flipping a Jace immediately.
Oh, that's cool. Getting the haste flip a Jace and then prowess triggers and cantrips, so very nice. And then 4 Slip Through Space, also cantrips, and then makes a dude unblockable for 1 mana. So I guess that's probably the same purpose as the Expedites, the prowess trigger and get in for damage. Next we got 4 Stormchaster Mages. Lovely little guy from Oath of the Gatewatch. 4 Abbot of Keral Keep. All these dudes with prowess, wonderful aggro creatures. 2 Jace Vryn's Prodigy. This card is still fantastic, but inexpensive. But 2 Roast. This is mostly for Abzan, right?
Yeah. It burned mostly abs and stuff.
Siege Rhinos and other big booty things.
Yeah.
But we got 2 Temur Battle Rage. Showing up to the camera in case anybody doesn't know what it does. Gives a dude double strike, and then if you have Ferocious, it gives them trample as well. Do you actually have a way to get Ferocious outside of just prowessing up to 4?
No. I have to prowess up or use at least one of the Titanic Strength.
Gotcha. That's right, Titanic Strength is a thing. Then we have the only white card in the main deck, and I think the side deck as well. Well, there's none in the sideboard, but 2 Mantis Riders. So was it worth playing the white just for 2 Mantis Riders?
Yes, in almost all of my games, I top deck that for the win.
That's fantastic. I don't know what more to be said for that. But and then lastly, for the spells of the main deck, we have 4 Treasure Cruise. Fantastic draw for the deck. Every aggro deck is a dream. Onto the lands. We got 4 Bloodstained Mires, the black-red fetch, and 2 Polluted Deltas, the blue-black fetch. And then we have the Battle Lands from Battle for Zendikar. 1 Smoldering Marsh, the black-red. 1 Sunken Hollow, the blue-black. And 3 Prairie Streams, the blue-white. So that's all for those. And then we have 3 Pain Lands, 3 Shivan Reefs, the blue-red. And then we have 1 Manland, 1 Wandering Fumarole. So I gotta ask, how was this for you?
It got in some damage only one time. I was supposed to have 2 in there, but I only had 1.
Fair enough. Would you keep it in? Would you change it for something else?
I'd keep it in. Sometimes I ran out of cards in hand, and that was basically my only play. Sometimes they forgot I had one, and it won 1 game.
Would you say you would bump it up to the second one? Or just keep it at 1?
I'd keep it. I would add in 2. 2 seemed pretty good.
Fair enough. It's a nice little card. Just to go ahead and point out, if you don't know what any of these cards do that we're going over, the deck list will be in the description, so feel free to look them up. I'll try to go over some of them, the less familiar ones. But next up we got the basics, which is 4 mountains. I'll show up. Boy, there's a glare on that, but mountains, and then 2 islands. And that is it for the main deck. Next we have the sideboard. Starting out 3 Dispels. I'm assuming this was for like rally and control decks.
Yeah, it was for rallying control. Never came in against Abzan. Didn't have enough instants in their deck.
Fair enough. 2 Boiling Earth. I've got to ask, what was this for?
I was thinking that there was going to be more Atarka Red because of how resilient it is, and it's still pretty good.
The token decks,
I
right?
only ran into one of them up there, and that was the only deck I lost to before getting the top 8.
Did these play a factor in that at all, or did you not draw
I
them?
never drew them, sadly.
Figures. But, would you keep it in going forward in case of the Atarka Red then, or?
Yes, it'll still be in my sideboard, only for Tarka. It does take up some slots that I would rather have other stuff in, but I don't know if Tarka is going to show up again.
Fair enough. Next we have 2 Duresses of different artworks. That's funny. But also for control decks and mid-range E-like decks. We got a Murderous Cut. How was that? How many times? What was that for?
It was sideboarded in every game except Atarka, because I went against Abzan in every game. I was supposed to have 2 in there, but I only found 1 at my house.
Fair enough. We have a Bear of Silence. This is pretty interesting. How was he?
He never came in. He was supposed to come in against control for Silumgars or
The hexproof.
Ojutai.
Yeah, to deal with those hexproof dragons. It's pretty interesting because when he's cast, you get to pay the mana and then make them sack a dude. Which, yeah. Sorry, my hands are shaking. Next we have 1 Sarkhan. So I hate to keep asking these questions over every card, but what was he for?
He was for the longer games against control or mid-range, because sometimes I ran out and I couldn't do anything the rest of the game.
Makes sense. What is that, a 3rd or 4th Temur Battle Rage?
It's a 3rd one in sideboard.
Nice. Gotta get that damage in. A 3rd Roast for the Abzans and other big toughness things. But a Wild Slash, 3rd Shock, and then 2 Disdainful Strokes, which you mentioned boarding into a lot for Abzan and then...
Abzan and other types. There was a lot of red-green Eldrazi ramp, so also
right.
boarded in that.
So that is the deck. Let me go ahead and pan out a bit to get a shot of the map. Let's see. There we go. It's a cool mat. And then starts the game's IQ Invitation Qualifier in Dallas at, was it Comic Asylum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Very nice. Any last comments?
none.
All right. Well, thanks so much. Everybody, hope you enjoy it. Bye.